No, he shouldn't be tried in a criminal court with rules of evidence. He should be, tried in a military tribunal.
Thank you. John?
No.
Thank you.
No.
Thank you. I love this format, don't you? We're getting to know these guys. All right. Would you support national right to work laws? I think, Steve, I think you're up on that. Yeah.
Yes.
That's a yes from John. I don't think he hit the mic real good. Yeah. Mr. Adams said yes. Yeah. David, you're right.
Absolutely not.
You would support a national right to work law?
No, I would not.
Okay, thank you. Right to work law? Do we have an expert on right to work law in the state here? Yeah, I like the 10th Amendment. I can't answer that right to work law. I'm sure somebody can. Mike?
Ohio is a right to hire state. You can have a joint company with the union, you are forced to join the union. The right to work between officers, you cannot be this is called, it can be this is called law, but you cannot just be fired with women. And you do not have to join the union where it does the close shop of the right.
George, I would like to, I guess I might have misunderstood the question. You said a national right to work law. I think that's an issue for the states. I think that's what David was trying to say. And he just kind of hit me all of a sudden. I'm like, you said a national right to work law. I think that is an issue best left to the states. So I believe that's something that should be done at the state level, again, under Article 1, Section 8.
Well, that's a good point. The states were losing our rights. The federal government's creeping in and taking over our states' rights. I think that's a good answer, Steve.
That's where the 10th Amendment comes in. I wholeheartedly agree with that. I know. I'll take this opportunity to shamelessly put a plug in. We asked for candidates to stand and announce, and I think we got everybody that's right here, but there was one we missed. Me. I'm running for Central Committee in Arlington, too, and in the 16th State District for State Central Committee. Diesel District. So remember the name Bomarov. It just came to mind. I wanted to correct that deficiency. And I can do that since I'm up here. One last question on the rapid fire, then we'll move on to the major meat of the matter, the main questions. As you all know, carbon dioxide has been declared a dangerous pollutant. We have a carbon tax looming somewhere in our future. I'm not sure just how that's going to play out yet, nor is anybody else, I think. But if you're elected, if one of you three make it to be our next congressman, and a piece of legislation comes up to help curtail in some of the outrageous and running wild ventures of our U.S. EPA, would you be in favor of trimming their wings to some extent and bringing them into reality? Because carbon dioxide is a raw material for photosynthesis. It produces the water and the oxygen we breathe, and it's ridiculous. So the question is, would you stand and take a pledge that you would try to tighten up on some of the EPA regulations that have been running wild?
And right now, and absolutely, I'd clip their wings and get rid of them.
Yes, I absolutely would. Carbon dioxide is not a pollutant, and they've declared it a pollutant through regulation, not through any law, and it's outrageous.
Thank you. John?
Well, I believe all this global warming is based on a lot of bogus information. This climate change, it was 20 degrees this morning, and this afternoon it was 40. There's climate change for it. But as for Congress controls EPA, I think Dave said about clipping wings. because of funding. Congress, the people are in control, not the EPA. Never.
Thank you. Okay. That completes the little appetizer, and now we're going to get into the main meal. And that is, these are questions originated by the 912 group, and thank you very much for the time and effort that each and every one of you put into this. And I'm going to read them just in the order they are. And how we're going to do this is each candidate will have approximately 2 minutes to respond to the question, and a green light will come on, just like it is now. And then when there's 30 seconds to start wrapping up, the yellow light as an aid to managing the time so we can get through these questions. And then after 2.5 minutes, the red light will come on. So that'll help us out. And please be respectful of the time so we can get through. Geez, I have like 20-some questions. We probably won't get through all of them, but let's do our best that we can. First one is to each candidate, and we're going to rotate like we've been doing, so that no one's unfairly burdened by the initial question, and while the other two have time to think about it, we'll rotate this around. So let's start from the other direction and go that way. So we'll start with Mr. Adams, and the question is what does this oath mean to you? I do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which I am about to enter, so help me God. What does this oath mean to you? You have 2.5 minutes.
So help me, I do. I would take that oath. That's a solemn oath. I served about 6 years in public service. When you take that oath of office, you're there to serve the people. You need to, when people give you that authority, when they put their trust in you to do the right thing for your kids or your city, all politics is local. If you take that seriously, it's very difficult to work in these fields of